La 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 dee dee dum la dee dum la dee dum. Hoka hey hey hoka hey. 'Cause I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to get out of the rain. In the desert you can't remember your name, for there ain't no one for to give you no name. La 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 dee dee dum. How come that guy didn't name his horse? If I had a horse, I'd name him, oh, something cool, like the Lone Ranger had Silver. Who did Tonto have? What was Tonto's horse name? Horsey? When I was a little guy, we had a cat that we never named. He was just like the cat. If anyone mentioned the cat, they called him the cat. Hey, you know, the cat wants to be let outside. You should feed the cat. Or if you wanted to call him, we didn't give him a name. We would just go, here, kitty, 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 kitty. Like we were from a farm or something. But it worked. He'd come up. We had that old orange cat for many years, and he never had a name. And then one day, every spring he would run away for a few weeks. He'd go off into the woods, and he'd come back all beat up. You know, like he got into fights with somebody, other animals and stuff. We had to take him to the vet a lot. But he'd always come back until one spring he was gone, and everybody was like, oh yeah, the cat's gone. I wonder how long he'll be gone this time. And he never came back. And it was really hard for me, actually, because nobody cared. Nobody else in the family even cared. They were like, oh, it's too bad that our cat ran away and probably got killed. Ugh. And then he had a brother who, by the way, kids, I know some of you know this. You know how everyone says, you know, cats and dogs, they don't get along. Dogs chase cats. Once in a while, if your dog is a golden retriever and a lunatic or whatever, and lived in my neck of the woods when I was a kid, dogs sometimes will catch cats and kill them. Full on kill them. We had a cat that was killed by a dog. Nobody cared. Ugh. I mean, I cared. I cried a lot. All by myself, but there was no funeral. I come from a family where it's like, yeah, that happens sometimes. Cats will get murdered by a neighborhood dog. We had a German Shepherd. He got shot. And they're like, well, you know, he was chasing deer, so the hunter had to shoot him. Anyway, what's for dinner? You know, I was never taught about grief. Maybe we should talk about grief and losing a pet tonight. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I'm going to go inside. Tonight's show, welcome to the show. This is GOFUNDME. Tonight's show, let's talk about pets and grief. I know Natasha has a lot of ideas on this. Yeah, let's go inside. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Boozhoo. Hey, sweetie. Oh, hi, NANABOOZHOO. What are you doing? I came out to the desert on a horse with no name. What do you mean? I'm out here in the desert. Can you, would you mind picking me up? Oh, of course I'll pick you up. Just scanning for your coordinates. All right. And locking in on your coordinates. Okay. And that's one to teleport. Make it so, number one. Nah. Hey there, baby doll. Oh, hi. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. How was the desert? Oh, you know, hot, dry, depressing. What's going on around here?
James Shacklebay is back.
Really?
Yep.
Hey, bonjour, James. What's going on, Nietzsche?
I gave him a gold star.
Gold star for being first in class?
Yep.
Well, you better grab a silver star for Jim Dunn.
Oh, bonjour, Jim.
Bonjour, Jim.
And a silver star for Jim. So what are we talking about today?
Well, I started talking about an old cat I had that ran away, and how my family, nobody cared.
What do you mean nobody cared?
We had a cat. Number one, nobody bothered to give him a name. I was talking about a horse with no name. Well, I had a cat with no name. We just called him the cat.
Yeah.
And then the cat one spring, as he did every spring, ran away and then didn't come back. And nobody cared. We didn't have a funeral. Nobody asked me how I was doing. Hey, I heard your cat, abandoned you.
No, he probably got, he probably died.
Well, who knows? Cats have 9 lives. Maybe somebody else started feeding them. And I don't know. But it always bothered me. And then later that same summer, his brother, another orange cat, I called him Alex, but nobody else gave him a name. He got killed by a dog. And again, no funeral, no, hey, NANABOOZHOO, sorry about the death of your cat. Nobody cares.
I know. It's kind of like when Princess died.
What do you mean?
Well, except for Missy, nobody cared.
Yeah, Missy cares. Our cousin Missy, she understands. When you lose a pet, it's like losing a child. I'm sorry, you guys. People, have funerals and grief ceremonies and spirit letting, whatever, when they have a miscarriage. Baby doesn't make it to being born, and we all understand what a loss and grief the death of a unborn child is. But you have a pet cat you've lived with day in, day out for years. He dies, and everyone's like, yeah, so? Like, well, shut up. It feels the same to me, the death of a pet, as it did the death of somebody you loved, you guys.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and the talented Natasha.
Bonjour, Gigwiinawenimin. Sweetie, when you're gone,
Yeah?
I sure miss you.
You do?
Yeah, I just sit here. I'm like, oh, what happened to him? Gigwiinawenimin.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Today's Ojibwe phrase of the day. Gigwiinawenimin. I miss you.
I miss you too, sweetie. How come I'm so dark?
I don't know.
I wonder if I can change that on the fly.
You better be careful.
I know. How's that?
That's better.
All right. Excuse me, folks, while I deal with some technical difficulties. Gigwiinawenimin. I've been holding out so long.
I've been sleeping all along, and I miss you. Gigwiinawenimin.
Gigwiinawenimin. Gigwiinawenimin. I miss you. I miss you too. When I'm out in the desert, it can be hard. You get lonely.
You get lonely?
I get lonely when I'm on the desert, and sometimes when I'm in outer space.
Yeah.
Oh, I get so lonely. I miss the earth so much, and I miss you. I miss the earth so much. I miss Natasha.
It's lonely out in space.
Gigwiinawenimin, I miss you. Why did you want to teach this phrase today?
Oh, I don't know, because I saw that we did it once before and it got thousands of views.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought our show was dying on the vine.
Well, it kind of is. I mean, it's just like the boys, the same old James and Jim show up.
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Yeah, people aren't really interested in the live stream, but we've got so many videos out there now that, I don't know, eventually people are finding us.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, Gigwiinawenimin was a really popular video about 2 years ago.
Gigwiinawenimin. And what if you wanted to say, I missed you, like in the past tense?
Well, then you'd say, Gigwiinawenimin.
Would you say Gigwiinawenimin?
No, I think you just say Gigwiinawenimin.
I'm kind of sorry I asked now because I don't know either. Do you know Michael? No. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons, rock star cartoonist. Hey, everybody. You know, Michael, one of these days I'm going to interview you. You going to interview me? Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a documentary. No. You don't think anybody wants to see that? Kind of a behind-the-scenes documentary. What's gone on? Oh, I've got news.
What's that?
Should I talk about it?
What?
Well, now I'm kind of divided.
What do you mean?
Well, I did something that I'm kind of excited about. But I'm afraid, I applied for a job.
What?
Yeah. But I kind of feel like if I talk about it, I'm going to jinx it.
Well, again, fortunately, nobody watches our show except for James and Jim.
Okay, James, Jim, don't tell anybody anything yet. But this is what's been going on behind the scenes. So, we've had a lot of fun around here. Doing our little podcast, teaching a Ojibwe phrase of the day.
Yeah.
Playing music, taking phone calls from dead celebrities, as you do on a podcast. And I'm really proud of what we've accomplished in a way. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, you guys, I couldn't have done it without you. Especially you, Michael. If it weren't for you, I owe my life to you. Shut up. But we can't sustain ourselves any longer just teaching Ojibwe language and culture on YouTube. It's been 4 years of full-time trying to break through, win the YouTube lottery ticket, and become a bona fide podcast. Live stream something like Ernie and Bert meets what's a podcast?
Joe Rogan Experience.
Ernie and Bert meets the Joe Rogan Experience. And the Muppet Show. This show is much, I guess, it's kind of a reality show in a way too.
Yeah.
I mean, for as phony as you and I are.
Yeah.
But, so we've been trying to create a career for ourselves with this podcast. And we haven't been able to do it. Even though the show has advertised Michael's books. If you'd like to order a book by Michael Lyons, the rockstar cartoonist, like Little Cutie, A Teddy Bear's Vision Quest, Click the links in the description box below. And we've sold 2 pairs of leggings and a couple of Hoa t-shirts. A couple of hoodies with our faces on, some coffee cups. You know, but... And our Patreon supporters, Miigwech, you guys, our GoFundMe supporters. We've earned... I don't know if we've earned anything, but... We've experienced a lot of love from a very small group of people. And so that's very satisfying. But we're starving to death and we can't pay the rent without working. So I started looking for work, and I know you have too, Michael. What have you been doing?
I've been playing the scratch-off tickets.
You've been playing scratch-off tickets, going to the casino.
No, I've been looking for a job too.
We're all looking for jobs. And what happens? I find 2 jobs right here in town that would be just perfect for us.
What are they?
Well, the first one's with Hubbard Broadcasting Company. They're in charge. They have, they're the corporate big radio station that has lots of little radio stations from Bemidji all the way down to Brainerd. Northern Minnesota radio. Real, I mean, KAXE is a real radio station too, but it's community radio. So for a couple of years, Natasha and I had been doing a radio show for the community radio station here. And out of nowhere, there's 2 openings at Hubbard Broadcasting for on-air talent. So I put in an application and I talked about the show. And I said, yeah, I'm an experienced announcer, show host. I'm excellent at banter. I can do celebrity impressions.
Celebrity impressions? Yes, that's right. From Donald Trump.
Hey, that sounds just like him. To Cookie Monster.
Hey, you can't do celebrity impersonations.
Yep. And I have some, because of this show and our last radio show, I got experience editing all that stuff, and I was like, holy man. I think we'd make, and if I get a job there, sweetie, I'm bringing you with me.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I put an application a couple days ago. Day before that, turns out, and Michael, I know you're excited about this. Yeah. Turns out the library is looking for somebody to be that person who manages the children's story hour and that whole part of the library of children's literature and stuff. And I'm like, what? We could have a standing gig whenever we want of Michael reading children's books, you and I reading, reviewing. So I applied for that job, and I said, yeah, guess what? We've actually reviewed children's books on our show. The last one was Michael Lyons' book, Little Cutie. Again, on sale at Amazon. But one of our most popular videos is when we read Water Walkers.
That's right.
I'm like, oh, it's so weird. And I kind of feel like Gigwiinawenimin is like, because I prayed on it. And sure enough, I was like, is this the thing you want me to do? Okay, we'll see. And so what I think is going to happen, what I'm kind of hoping will happen, is that our show is going to change in a way. But we're still going to be, putting out stuff. But I guess we'll see.
How come you didn't want to tell anybody?
Because I just watched a video where they said, don't tell people your plans, because the devil will try to mess it up. So, don't tell anybody, you guys. Jim says, wait, what a job at the radio station. On-air talent. You know, what we used to call a disc jockey. So we could be, the guys who are like, hey, welcome to, I didn't want to say the call letters. This is NANABOOZHOO and Natasha on KBUN, Northern Minnesota's classic rock station, rockin' the Northland, from Brainerd to Bemidji, all the way out to Duluth and Grand Rapids, North Dakota. Up next, don't tell me that you don't always think of Rocky IV when you hear this song. This is Survivors, Eye the Tiger. Da, 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 da. Rising up! I love that song. Yeah, me too. Dong, ticka, dong, ticka, dong, ticka. Rising up. How's it go? Da, 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 da. Your on-air voice is great. Hey, thanks, Jim. Try it out for a while. And today it was clear to partly cloudy skies. You got to talk kind of from your belly when you're a radio DJ. I wonder if they're going to want me to clean up my res accent. They're going to ask you to talk more white. Yeah, Michael, can you teach me how to talk a little less resi? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey there, everybody. I grew up off the reservation. Oh, I really got that thick accent. Oh, holy man. You know what's good about me? What's good about you? I don't curse. They're not going to have like a curse button on me. You don't curse? No, I don't swear. That's true, you don't. No. In Ojibwe, we don't have swear words. Is that true? Yeah. Well, what do we do when we smash our finger on with a hammer? Oh, that's easy. That's when we speak English. No, there is no. In fact, I remember one time I was reading this article. I read this article, the first Ojibwe translators or whatever, the first non-Ojibwe were missionaries from, I think, France. Really? Yeah, this was like a French missionary. And he was talking about the first time it was in his journal, when he met the Ojibways, I think in Lake Michigan. First contact with the natives. Yeah. And he goes, they're a really great people. They're very kind and generous, fearless, very welcoming. They have no memory of a murder ever taking place within their communities. There have been wars where people died, but they had communal, no stealing, no killing, no cheating on your wives or anything like that. And they never curse. They would never curse even their God. Really? Yep. The Ojibways, first Ojibways, the missionaries were just amazed at how, no, that's not our way. Nowadays, English-speaking Ojibways are just the worst, vilest speakers. They think the name Jesus Christ is a swear word. Yeah, huh? I heard Alice Cooper say that. Yeah, that's what made me think of it. Alice Cooper is, because most kids today think Jesus Christ is a swear word. But, yeah, I wouldn't even call them friends, but there'd be people I used to hang out with, and guys I grew up with too, actually. LaPorte. This is a border town, small town right off the res. Where there'd be these guys who just couldn't stop using the F word. I hate that. Yeah, me too. It's like, really? You don't know how to express yourself without... The F word isn't a comma. Do you mind? You know what other word I hate? What's that? The N word. You hate the N word? I should hope so. No, I don't mean nigger. I mean, I hate the people who use the term N word. Because, I forget who said this. It might have been some comedian, but he goes, when you use the N word, you're making the other person think nigger. Don't say that word. Well, it's just a word. But, there's a weird psychological spell. Like, why would you even need to use the term N-word unless you actually wanted to use the N-word? I've never had to build a sentence where I wanted to use the N-word, but I didn't want to say the N-word. So, you know what word I hate? N-words. What? I don't like the N-word, and I don't like people who use the real N-word. And I don't like people who use the MF word. That's pretty gross, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's way worse than the N-word. You call somebody the MF word? And you know who the only people are who use the MF word? Who? N-words? Exactly, N-words. Hey, mother fathers. How you doing, you crazy mother fathers? What? Where's my N-word, you mother father? Hey, John Meelan's here. No way. Got a Bronze Star just ready for him. All right. Hey, John, how you doing? Bronze Star for John. John Meelan. John Cougar Meelan. Little ditty about Jack and Diane. Two American kids growing up in the hot land. Hey, Brian Mader's here. Brian Mader? Yeah. Greetings from North Central Wisconsin and FJB. The FJB, what's that stand for? That's Fort Junior Benjamin Button. I don't think that's what it means. I don't know. Bonjour, Brian. Bonjour, Mr. Mader. Mr. Mader, I presume. Hey, sweetie. Yeah? You got a call on line 2. Line 2? You got to be kidding me. Who could that be? Hello, caller. Welcome to Boozhoo, NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air. Yes, hello there, NANABOOZHOO. It is I, Donald J. Trump. Hey, Donald Trump. Sweetie, it's Donald Trump. Well, hi, Donald Trump. How are you? Hello, Natasha. I'm doing tremendous. I'm fantastic. That's what they tell me. I don't know if it's true, but I believe I'm doing tremendous. Now listen, NANABOOZHOO. Yes, sir. What can I do for you? I want to know. I'll cut straight to the point. I'm nothing if not direct. That is part of the art. The art of the deal. Can I count on your support for President of the United States once again in 2024? Yeah, I think it's 2024. Yes. Absolutely not. How dare you? I'm the greatest president we've ever had. You might be. But no, I'm not going to play that stupid game anymore. You guys are into stuff I don't even want to know about. I don't vote anymore. Well, if you don't vote, then you cannot complain. Yeah, that's the weird thing. I still can. I think if you do vote, was it George Carlin that said, if you vote, then you can't complain? It's like, yeah, I'll complain. I had nothing to do with this. You people who voted, did we vote last time?
Yeah, we sure did.
Did we vote for Trump?
Yep.
I voted for you last time, and you couldn't beat Joe Biden.
Well, let me tell you, it was rigged. That whole thing was it was the Illuminati.
Yeah, don't get me started. I know you're part of that too. But, what are we talking about?
I wanted to know if I could have your support.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to vote anymore.
Well, then, can I at least learn the Ojibwe word of the day?
Oh, sure. Ojibwe word of the day. I am impressed that he likes to learn Ojibwe.
Yes, of course, I'd love to learn the language. If you don't learn Ojibwe, Moen, then I'm afraid the whole language will perish. You will stop being Anishinaabe, and you will be merely the descendants of the Anishinaabe.
Yeah, I've heard that, but that's stupid. You're still an Indian even if you speak English. You know. All right, here. Gigwiinawenimin. I miss you.
Gigwiinawenimin. And let me tell you, NANABOOZHOO, I do miss you, Gigwiinawenimin. I miss ruling over you with an iron fist.
Yeah, those were good times when you were president.
Yes, they were tremendous.
So, are you really going to run for president?
Yes, that's true. I'm going to run for president this time. This time I'm sure to win. Hey, did you hear that I think Michelle Obama, she's going to run for president? I don't know if it's true, but that's what I'm hearing.
I heard that there is a rumor that she might put her hat, toss her hat in the ring, as it were. Do you think she'd make a good president?
Well, she can't be any worse than Sleepy Joe Biden.
Yeah, Sleepy Joe Biden is kind of... I don't think it even counts to say whether he's good or bad. He's not really the president. He's just an old man. What about Kamala Harris? You think she'd be good?
I don't know what Kamala Harris is. All I know is she doesn't breathe. She's obviously wearing a mask.
Yeah, that does look like a mask, doesn't it? If you ever look up Kamala Harris neck,
What?
Yeah, Kamala Harris, I swear, she looks like she's wearing a Kamala Harris mask, and she goes long periods without breathing. Do you think she's part of the, the lizard people or whatever?
I'm afraid I cannot say one way or the other. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in Washington, D.C. And let me tell you, if I get voted back in, I'm going to drain the swamp.
Yeah, well, you had a chance to drain the swamp last time. You didn't do anything.
Well, that's because I was busy building a wall. Building a wall to keep the immigrants out.
Yeah, you didn't do that either.
Well, I tried.
Yeah. All right. Brian J. Mater says, we miss you, Donald. Miss you, Mr. Trump.
Well, Brian, miss me no more, because I'm coming back better than ever. Pretty soon now. You know I'm going to make a comeback.
Hey, are you quoting... Who did that song?
That's Joe Jackson.
Are you quoting Joe Jackson?
Yes, I love that song. Pretty soon now. You know I'm going to make a comeback.
And I could da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's a cool song. We should learn that song.
You want to sing that song?
Yeah. Anyway. Listen, Donald, I gotta go.
Very well, then. Tell me one more time. How does one say goodbye in Ojibwe?
Well, we don't really say goodbye, Donald. Because I know I'll always see you again. We say, Gigwiinawenimin, Minawa.
Well, then, let me tell you, NANABOOZHOO, and to you too, Natasha.
Yeah.
Gigwiinawenimin, Minawa.
Yep, thanks for calling, Donald.
And go out and vote.
Nah. Donald still believes in voting. Oh, how could he be so naive? Him of all people.
I know, huh?
Anyway. Well, what do you think, sweetie pie?
Should we call it a show?
Either that or we can play the whole little kitty thing. There are 4 concurrent viewers. We've been on for 35 minutes.
Well, it's up to you.
Let's call it a show. What do you think, Michael? Yeah, let's call it a show. Hey, everybody! Thank you so much, Chi Miigwech, for stopping in, sitting down with us. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate you would come by and watch Boozhoo! Cookie Monster Eyes. Boozhoo NANABOOZHOO by Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist. And my name is NANABOOZHOO. This over here, Hoa.
Get out of here.
The lovely and the talented Natasha.
Miigwech kakina awia. Thank you, everybody.
If you like the show, give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button right there. And what else?
And give us your money.
And give us your money.